Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight I'm reviewing out from Aldi their Church's ginger beer. Can't find out who makes it. Does it say on the back these days? They don't tend to say, you know. No. So, ginger beer, standard 4% strength. Yeah. And my phone's died, so I can't do any phone review, so we'll give it a pour, have a smell, and I'll chat a bit more about it. I haven't tried it for a couple of years, since it came out really, although I might have had some last Christmas. So, plenty of carbonation there. Good head on it. As you'd expect, the colour, you know, it's that gold, light gold colour. Lovely strong ginger smell to it, but that's expected, isn't it? Bit of orange in there. Sure, I can smell raisins as well. Yeah, lovely. It's got a bit of fire to it, you know. I drank some Stone's ginger beer, their Ginger Joe. Wasn't impressed with that. When it first came out, it wasn't too bad, but no. With ginger beers, obviously Krabby's is probably the brand leader. Tesco's did a Simply ginger beer a couple of years ago. That Simply range has disappeared now, which is a shame, because that ginger beer, whoever made it, it was the best ginger beer on the market, and it was damn cheap as well. But this is cheap, good carbonation on it, and you can see that on there. Lovely smell. Quite a nice ginger beer, you know. Now, I read the early reviews on it. I went on ratebeer.com on the wife's phone and read the early reviews. And the early reviews were probably a bit negative, to be fair. But then you get to the later reviews and on the whole, very positive. In fact, somebody gave it a 4.8 out of 5, which is, you know, really good. And they claimed it was the best ginger beer on the market. That is a bold claim. What I will say is, yeah, it's got a nice gingery taste to it. Got that kick at the back of your throat in the aftertaste. Lovely. There's always a thing with ginger beers is the fieriness of it. You get pop and you can get the extra fiery versions. I can't remember the truffing name of the brand of the no, I can't remember it. But anyway, yeah, you do get some that have got a good fire in it. Extra fiery versions, and they are great. The cheaper versions of pop ginger beer are horrible, you know, definitely chemicals. This to me, and I'm not even halfway down, is really good. Oh, the more you go down, there's an earthiness from the ginger, and the kicks really, you know, it's got a right good kick to it. Now for me, out of all the shop bought ginger beers, for me Krabby's Black is still the all-time king of ginger beers. Pure ginger beers, that is. obviously Blandford Flyer and Old Tom with ginger are two beers combined with ginger. And then you've also got Krabby's Stout and Krabby's IPA. Again, not pure ginger beers. You've got the flavoured Krabby's. The straw, I think it's the raspberry, isn't it? And to be honest, I'm not that keen on them. One of the best Krabby's that's not, I don't think it's produced anymore, is Krabby's Orange. When that came out, the orange, was quite strong, and it was a really nice beer. For some reason, I don't know if it didn't sell or, I don't know, the politics behind beers and what they produce and what they don't produce, it's over my head really. Why would you get rid of Krabby's Black when it's the best ginger beer on the market? I still don't understand that. But yeah, taste the difference, Sainsbury's ginger beer. I mean, I haven't tasted it in a while. I need to go to Sainsbury's and do a bit of a spend in there and buy a load of beers that only they seem to stock. But yeah, that to me was the best. And then the Simply ginger beer came out for Tesco's, and that was even more of a kick. Cheaper beer, more of a kick. Krabby's Original is the brand leader, but it's not the best ginger beer. Now, this Church's ginger beer. I'm leaning on a load of cushions, that's why it looks like I'm sitting down. I'm liking this. It's got, to me, it's more natural than the Krabby's. Carbonation's still there, lacing, it depends what you call it. But it's still prevalent there. It's still retaining its head. Now, if anybody watches this, and I don't get many people watching these videos, but hey, one day maybe. If you're a fan of ginger beer, there's a brand called Simply Ginger Beer. Comes in a plastic bag sort of thing, and if you brew it short, so it does 40 pints, but if you brew say 24, it increases the percentage upwards without losing. You haven't had sugar. I mean, you still add sugar to it because obviously the yeast will still burn it off. But if you add a bit of another half a kilo of sugar to it, and you brew it to 24 pints, what you'll get is a brew that will be about 6.5–7%, and then we're talking, and I will do it soon. I fancy doing that sort of brew anyway, so one for the agenda soon. But yeah, I'm liking what Aldi have done with Church's. To me, I'd like to see Aldi and this Church brand, I don't know who makes it, but I'd like to see them do a ginger mac with their wine, a Christmas line ginger mac. Whether they could sort it out between now and Christmas, questionable, because obviously in retail, and everything takes time, doesn't it? To get the blending right with the whiskey and to choose the right whiskey to go with it. But if anybody from Aldi watches this, and I will post this on their site later, Krabby's and Stone's wines make a ginger mac. It's not available in this country. Krabby's, and I think Aldi actually sold it at one stage, they did a Krabby's mac, and for some reason you can't get it. And I know it's a thing where people come in, and it might be a retail thing where they want them to buy the ginger wine and then the whiskey separately, but it's never as easy to get the balancing right, between the two. So please have a think about it. I might even post that when I post it later. Back to this anyway. Yeah, this is a nice ginger beer. Oh, it's sweet. Ginger beers are sweet, you're not going away from that, but it's not too sweet. It's very refreshing, very. Again, like ciders and like beers, if you're not a ginger fan, a fan of ginger, you don't like ginger, you're not going to give this a good rating. But if you're a fan, and sometimes with reviews, you've got to have an open mind. And yeah, you know, I mean, I don't really like wheat beers. I try it, and I did Leffe the other day, and I wasn't overly impressed by the taste. I don't know why it gets such sold so much, but obviously people's taste buds are different to mine, and so obviously my reviews is my opinion. But I've tasted a lot of ginger beers in my life. I was forgetting ginger grouse, and that's a ginger beer with a drop of whiskey in it, although not much whiskey to be fair. But and if you like your ginger beers, there's the King's Ginger, and it's a liqueur, and basically it's a whiskey. Basically, it's like a ginger whiskey, you know, for want of a better thing. It's 40%, about 22 quid a bottle, unless it goes on offer. Tesco's are about the only ones who sell it without going online. And I actually emailed Tesco's to ask them to stock it. In fact, I might do that with Malibu Black, see if they can get that, because that'd be fantastic on the shelves. And it'd be cheaper than trying to get it from airports. But yeah, if you're a fan of ginger beer, the natural progression is ginger beer pop, ginger beer alcohol, ginger wine to get that more ginger taste, ginger mac to introduce the whiskey into it, and then at the top end, ginger liqueur, the King's Ginger. And definitely one, if you're a ginger beer fan like me, definitely one to try. I've had it, and it only comes in a 50cl bottle. My only bugbear, 22 quid for a 50cl, but it's just the best ginger kick you'll ever get. Back to this though. That is lovely. Enjoyed it the whole way down. No nasty taste to it. Bit of a ginger earthiness, but you're going to expect that really. Out of 5, I'm going to give this a very good 4.5 out of 5. I rate it that high. And the price is right too, because in these times when we're all skint, you know, it's good to be paying for products that are decent but at a cheaper price, which the likes of Aldi, you know, actually do stand for. So, you know, fair play to them. Anyway, that's the review. Thanks for watching. See you soon.